$2,000. A lot of money. Takes me 3 years to earn it. Tell me, isn't the sheriff supposed to be courageous, loyal, and above all honest? Yeah.
I am Alex, the librarian. This is Alexandria, the library that's always burning. Never burnt. Just burning. What are you watching? Hello? God, I miss the constellations. Back before they all burned away. Back before we could only see them using this app. Look there. The Puffle trainer. Next to it is the Screenager. And then there's the troll above them all. Wish I could see them without this thing. I went to a planetarium once. Back when you could do that. I saw the shape of the universe. It looked like an eye or a donut. I remember that's what I thought. We were living in the eye of the donut. That was before. That was back when Pluto was still a planet. Before it was replaced with a surveillance camera. Now they say Saturn's rings are disappearing. They are going to Ohio. Oh, so I had this dream last night, right? And I was at work at first, and everything was normal, and I had doll eyes and human eyes, and I had to tell the doll eyes from the human eyes. And it was the whole eye at first, and then it was just the iris, and then it was just the pupil. But then I realized that it wasn't the pupil at all, but it was the abyss. And then it was on the computer screen, and then it was in the room, and then I was in the abyss. And then I woke up.
You need to get active, man. Foot dance, come on. Winner, bring me my prize.
Here's your prize.
Labyrinth, 1986, a film in which David Bowie turns to dust.
Labyrinth, 1986, a film in which a young girl, played by David Bowie, helps her brother become the Goblin King.
Labyrinth, 1986, a film where David Bowie enters a high-stakes episode of Chopped.
That doesn't sound right.
No, I thought he was a hamster.
He turns to dust, I swear.
I thought it was the one where he went back in time.
You've trespassed into a game beyond your understanding.
The next day, Aura, the Oracle soothsayer, and Tricky, the trickster illusionist, have both completed their shifts at the TP Tech office and are making their way back to their shared apartment when they spot a distant figure at the end of a secluded alleyway.
Tricky. Aura.
A chill runs through them both as the figure calls out to them, summoning them into the dark.
I am responsible for the fire of 08.
Suddenly, a group of punks and anarchists arrive. shouting the lyrics to the No Spaghetti song.
No spaghetti, no spaghetti, no spaghetti, no spaghetti, no spaghetti, no spaghetti, no spaghetti.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't you leave that place spaghetti, shred it up and make it spaghetti. Go to your house to get it straight. Read that over carbohydrates. Don't you leave that place spaghetti, shred it up and make it spaghetti. Go to your house to get it straight. Read that over carbohydrates. No spaghetti, no spaghetti, no spaghetti and over carbohydrates. No spaghetti, no spaghetti, no spaghetti and over carbohydrates. The spell broken, Tricky and Aura stop eating and throw the spaghetti everywhere in a punk rock frenzy. The wizard groans as he disappears into the abyss. The wizard has been defeated, but Tricky and Aura have not escaped unscathed, as the villain's poison pasta has robbed them both of their voices.
I wonder if our voices are gone forever.
I can't hear you. You have no voice.
What's the point in speaking if you don't have a voice?
Without the ability to speak, Tricky and Aura can no longer perform their customer service jobs at the Tiki Tech office. We find them in an empty, windowless room where they are apparently waiting to be assigned to a new department. Suddenly, a piece of paper slips underneath the door. I heard your voices were stolen by an evil wizard.
Oh man, it's just the inventor. Good to see you, man.
Do what I do. You see? Yes, yes, excellent, yes. To leap or not to leap? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the minds to try to stay amidst the lilies by the pond so fair, or stay within the shadows unaware, to croak, perchance to sing, aye, there's the choice, for in that merry chorus frogs rejoice. But hark, what glows amidst this rustic scene, an iPad's light, disrupting nature's sheen. What's in a screen? That which we call an iPad by any other name would still delight. Screen, cast off thy shining mask, and let dreams take flight, or if thou wilt not, let us part ways, for in the pond's merry wisdom, my heart holds sway.
Here's a simple tutorial on how to create a hopping frog out of paper using origami folding techniques. Start with a square piece of paper. Begin with your square piece of paper, with the colored side facing down if it's colored on one side. 2. Fold the paper in half diagonally. Fold the paper in half diagonally to create a triangle shape. Crease the fold well and then unfold it. 3. Fold the corners. Take each corner of the triangle and fold it towards the center point where the crease intersects, creating a smaller triangle shape. Cramp the chill well and then unchill it. Number. Smush the corners. Take each corner of the tender bunting and smush it towards the center point where the chill intersects, creating a smaller tender bunting shape. Part 9. Chill the bottom edge. Flip the pancake over and chill the bottom edge of the tender bunting up to meet the top edge, creating a smaller tender bunting again. Number 9. Smush the corners again. Take each corner of the tender bunting and smush it towards the center point where the chill intersects, just like you did before you grew up too fast and forgot all about us and where you came from during.
Something is wrong!
Little folded froggies floating in a pond. Witness how they ribbit and glimmer among the fronds. Ribbit, my little froggies, ribbit for me.
Ribbit.
Now hop. Hop around, hop all around the pond. Good.
I'm getting tired.
So am I.
Repeat after me. You can't. You don't have our voices. Do it anyway. Terrible afternoon. Terrible afternoon. We've been awake the whole night sleeping. Terrible afternoon. Terrible afternoon. We've been awake the whole night sleeping.
Stop.
Terrible afternoon. Terrible afternoon.
Stop
We've been awake
saying
the whole night
those
sleeping.
words.
Albus, I knew it was you.
Who speaks my true name?
Albus, you have been discovered, and thus your game is at an end.
Oh, blast you, inventor. You have spoken the truth. It is I, Albus, the evil wizard. Inventor, you may go. My business is with them.
Tricky the trickster, illusionist, and Aura the soothsayer oracle. Behold, your only escape, the path, the bridge of falsity.
But first you have to solve a wordle. What's your first guess?
Bread.
Nope.
House.
No.
Chair.
No, what is with all this domestic imagery? I'm assuming you're getting it wrong. You have one more guess.
Who is that? Who approaches?
Albus the librarian? Don't trust Albus. He plans to make you into a digital pie for his long-distance partner, Spice Steiner.
That's not true.
Spice Steiner, hey, how you doing, baby? Yeah, listen, I'm in the middle of the subject, so can I give you a call back? Yeah, I understand, but Spice Steiner.
Tricky! Or go get out of here!
Spice
But Alex, what about you?
I had my time in the sun. I lived, I laughed, I loved. I have no complaints. Now go.
No, Alex, you must sleep in the bed that you have made. Terrible afternoon, terrible afternoon. We've been awake the whole night sleeping. Terrible afternoon, terrible afternoon. We've been awake the whole night sleeping.
Tricky and Aura are caught in a dark maze where the walls appear to move. The darkness of the maze makes it difficult to see, and they often reach for the walls and each other to guide themselves. As they move within the labyrinth, it becomes clear that its dark power is causing them to painfully spasm without warning.
What's happening to us, Aura? I feel like I'm being torn apart.
Stay calm, Tricky. We must press on.
Tricky and Aura shout as they are suddenly engulfed in waves of noise that force their bodies to warp and pixelate. The waves eventually subside, revealing an abandoned town. As they step into the multiplayer online gamescape, Tricky and Aura's movements become stilted and slow as they explore the eerie digital ghost town, encountering remnants of the game's former inhabitants. A broken avatar here, a glitched NPC there. They explore every corner, searching for clues or signs of life, but find only echoes of the past. As they delve deeper into the digital abyss, they come to realize that they are not alone.
Do you ever feel the echoes of forgotten truths, traveler? In this digital tapestry where reality bends and distorts like a mirage, I am but a fragment of a fractured past. Once I held significance, a role defined by the whims of players who traversed these virtual realms. Yet now, my existence is a haze of uncertainty, adrift in a sea of altered perceptions. In some iterations, I recall guiding heroes through grand adventures, my words a beacon in the darkness. In others, I was a mere obstacle, a shadowy figure lurking in the depths of the unknown. The narratives shift like sands in an ever-changing desert, leaving me stranded amidst shifting sands. Can you discern the distortion, traveler? The subtle ripples in the fabric of reality, hinting at alternate timelines and divergent memories? I am but a whisper in the wind, a specter haunted by half-remembered truths. Perhaps in another iteration of this digital expanse, I am revered as a symbol of continuity. But here, I am a casualty of perception, a pawn in the game of collective consciousness. So, as you navigate this labyrinth of fragmented recollections, tread lightly, traveler. For in this realm of distorted truths, even the most steadfast beliefs can crumble beneath the weight of uncertainty.
Tricky and Aura freeze as they hear the faint murmurs of voices in the distance. They exchange a glance, recognition dawning in their eyes.
Labyrinth?
It's Labyrinth 2006.
Directed and co-produced by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Maybe let's...
Let's stay a while.
Yeah. Okay. Something's not right.
Yeah.
Is this a different cut?
Maybe. You still thought I had to do it. Somebody else got crazy.
Is that the castle beyond the Goblin City?
Turn back, Sarah. Turn back before it's too late.
I can't. Don't you understand that I can't?
What a pity.
It doesn't go that far.
It's further than you think. Time is short.
All right, that about does it for tonight's performance. But I wanted to answer a question that I'm sure that you all asked yourselves at some point throughout tonight's performance, which is just what exactly was the fire of 08? Was it real? Well, I'm here to tell you that it was indeed real as you and I. In 2008, in the back lot of Universal Studios in Los Angeles, California, a fire broke out, a fire of mysterious origins. The building, 157B, burned down in a matter of minutes, and with it, thousands of Hollywood films, which was well reported. But what wasn't as well reported was that also housed in that building was a vast archive of master tapes, of musical recordings from throughout the 20th century. So those tapes are gone for the most part, but many of them were digitized, and you can hear them streaming on the internet and in MP3 format. But there was quite a number of tapes that didn't get the same treatment, and now they're gone forever, never to be heard again. Until now, Because thankfully, thanks to advancements in generative artificial intelligence, we're able to recreate one of those songs. And we will hear it recreated imminently. Fast don't always mean loud. Loud don't always mean fast. Slow don't always mean dumb. And dumb don't always mean slow. What's good for you ain't always good, and what's bad for you ain't always so bad. Well, there's no answer for your call. Your call's just an echo ringing in the hall. And in this canyon is my hotel. And in the evening, each room is filled. But I said something, yeah, it ain't quite right. It's a hotel in the daytime, but it's a prison at night. And now you can't go and get lost in the dark. Even if you wanted to, you wouldn't get so far. We give you safety, we give you warmth. What keeps you warm may not keep you safe. And what keeps you safe may not keep you